This poem is called Letter to Yvan. And this is a long poem, but I'm going to try to read it quickly. It's meant to be kind of staccato. Letter to Yvan. Boré said about Whitman that the Whitman in Leaves of Grass was an imagined character, imagined in such a way as to make it seem possible that a man like that could exist, although he didn't exist. The person implied here by this is like that, an imagined character. Not imagined, then expressed, but expressed in such a way that the expression, the description, is of an imagined, not an observed being. He's imagined, not observed, not by my choice, but because this person is just who ends up being expressed once I start. He isn't offered as exemplary, more as a corrective to more desirable, but at least for me, implausible models. Models which, because they're impossible, function as a kind of rebuke to what exists. More exact, more possible, I would hope, but still inexact, still imagined. That person in these letters to Yvan is like that. I want Yvan to know almost everything about me, even though his interest is limited, if he can be said to be interested at all. But what emerges as I write to him is a little Whitmanesque. Some claim is being made that someone exists here in the facts of this life who doesn't quite exist in that way. Although the facts of my life could support a person like that. That person is brought into being when this person writes to Yvan. I'm not sure he'll read the whole letter. He may only skim through it to see what kind of crazy bullshit it's about this time. Writing poems no one will read is not different from that. Many of them are about Yvan or have to do with this drive to associate myself in some way with Yvan, if only in a poem no one will read, or that maybe some friend of mine will read. There's some question to what extent anyone can be involved, even if someone were reading a poem, say, in anything in a very deep way, other than just as part of this busy, constant movement in which reading this poem or an email from someone so in love with you that your almost total lack of interest hardly registers. That's just activity. The Activity Planning Center is monitoring it to see that goals aren't being neglected. Production is what matters, even in the most rural, mist-shrouded, unvisited, Shambhala locations within that signed up, on board, let's go, let's get this done self, that person who long ago left home, took up her place in the assemblage, began being defined by that place, those places, the places where she was connected into activities in order to be part of the activity, those places changing in such a way that this consciousness that reads or writes is just part of the energy, that movement, imperfectly audible announcements or bad music or the sound of traffic, unending sound, beginningless motion, what our existence is part of, but I'm attacking the reader for being part of this world, this epoch, attacking this epoch for being the world that it is in this epoch, in an exaggerated way, which in a way is like being angry at the rain, as if there were some other one we could choose. There is some other one we could choose, but in this one right now, it doesn't seem that any choice can be a choice of anything but this, which of course is not as bad as I pictured it, but it's so much worse than we can even imagine in comparison to that mysterious other world from of these winter maneuvers, most of human history passing, season after season, within the secret interiors of very dull, unfelt movement, as we try to remember in dreams some life other than the barracks, the garrison, unpaid overtime, subtle choices, tiny, gentle shifts away begin our liberty.
Johnny, is that all?
That's all.
That's about it.
Well, that's what
Way to go, John.
well,
These are mostly for the I've written since Christmas.